Hello, you gorgeous soul. Welcome to your September horoscope. It's going to be a wild ride. Hang on to your hats as we're in eclipse season. So intense. And Saturn has gone back into Pisces. So it's very, very intense. On top of that, I want to thank you for supporting my book, The Power of You. Manifest Your Wildest Dreams in 7 Steps. It was a Sunday Times bestseller, and I can't tell you how grateful I am for your support. May it work miracles for you. Let's get stuck into your September horoscope. Hey Scorpio, how are you doing, you divine creature? Well, we have quite the month. There is so much going on. It is full on. Firstly, as we know, it's eclipse season. But on top of that, Saturn is returning to Pisces. Now think back between 2023 and 2025, May. What was going on for you when it came to love and creativity? Did you go through some kind of dramatic change? Because we are at the beginning of the end of that cycle. So you've had a little holiday. How have you felt between May and now? And now we're back to you cementing a firm future connected to your creativity, to joy, to happiness, maybe to children, but equally to love relationships. And all of those areas were highlighted with Saturn going, well, what is your responsibility in those areas? What do you want to build on? And how do you see your future? And there may have been tests along the way, because Saturn can feel very restricting. And hopefully you've already asked yourself some of those intense questions about who and what is right for you. But this month, there will be a reckoning as it all comes to a head with the full moon in Pisces total lunar eclipse. And it's opposing Virgo. Anybody that isn't a cheerleader of yours, any people that drain you or you've outgrown, or indeed stop you feeling love and in your flow of joy, you're dealing with it, you're letting go of it, you're going to see it for what it is. You know what it's like? Sometimes we hang on to people for too long. We hang on to them, we forgive them, or we're just used to being drained around them. But you've come to the point now where you have to let go so that you can live your truth, speak your truth, and be in your truth about love and joy. You're entitled to joy. You've been working towards it. And this is, you're putting the pieces together so that from next February, you can release and really know who you are and get back in the flow. Mercury is moving into Virgo, and you are very concerned and actually very powerful when it comes to impressing people, being contagious and having people listen to you. And you're very good at sort of putting yourself out there. It's a great time for networking. It's a fantastic time for manifesting. And you've got so much on your mind. You want to get out there into the world and you want to do things and you want to explore, particularly when the sun sextiles Jupiter. You're like, rah, I just feel like I need a change of scene. And something amazing may come to you. There may be an opportunity or something just happens that you get to travel or you get to study something that really inspires you and your mind is expanding. And that really comes to a head when the sun joins forces with Mercury. There's a Cassimi, and that is a perfect time. Any ideas, anything you want to put online, anything you want to do with social media, anything you want to do with publishing, anything you want to do like going on stage or putting yourself out there, September the 13th is the peak of that experience. And there's all sorts of good magical synchronicities and wonder coming to you, connected to your career as well. If you don't work, it's about you putting yourself out there, how you feel about being out there and where you want to put your energy and actually what you stand for as a soul in this world. Mercury is entering Libra, making you super psychic. So it doesn't spend long in your networking, getting yourself out there position. It then goes into your psychic position, and you will no doubt be unearthing anything that isn't real and true. If you've had a hunch about something, you'll get the answer about whether that hunch was correct or not. and it may come about unexpectedly. A big day to look out for is September the 19th, when Mercury is trine Uranus and then trine Pluto, and there's a grand air trine and a kite. It is all kicking off with you finding your feet, with you knowing instinctively who is safe, who makes you feel cozy, who you trust, versus people that are not telling you the truth and are playing power games with you. You're exhausted by people that don't kind of love you on a very pure level, and you're moving on. You have intense revelations and conversations around those things. Now, the new moon in Virgo with the partial solar eclipse is going to make you very aware of what gives you pleasure, what you want to stand for in what you put out in the world, to do with your creativity again, to do with groups of people. There's a reckoning around that. It's like, who am I in the world and what do I really want to say? And if you are authentic and if you grasp that truth, you will find that you are shifted into a whole new reality, a whole new dimension of being. But at the time, you may feel like maybe you've committed to doing something in a group of people, you don't really want to do it. If that's the case, I'd just say no. I wouldn't even go, particularly if it's around the 21st, or even just after that, or even just before that. Just no, don't do it, because it will just be, chaos. Be true to yourself. Be true to your bliss. Be truth to your joy. Anyway, you certainly have the row to be able to deal with people after the 22nd, because Mars, your old ruler, is going into your sign. So you are recharged. You are plugged into the mains of the universe. You are courageous and fierce. Also, the sun goes into Libra on that day. So you're super psychic. You're very super psychic, but also super sensitive. Don't fly off the handle unless you've got your facts straight. Don't just fly off the handle based on a hunch. Back up the hunch. Very important. With the sun trine Pluto, your ruler, with the sun trine Pluto, your ruler, you're very in tune with the people that you love and your family as well, and you feel that you can share some extraordinary, deep emotional moments with people this month. With Mars square Pluto, if there's problems in the family, that's going to come to a head. It may be that there's someone that you might have to let go of, even if you consider them family. It's like there's a big shift coming, but certainly there may be a power struggle. Maybe it's because you're being strong, or you've suddenly got very strong opinions about what you want to do, and someone in the family, not necessarily, they're saying, well, is that a good idea? They might have your best interests at heart, but it could make you like, rah, let me do my own thing. So balance it, because Mars in Scorpio takes no prisoners. Finally, we have a grand air trine and a kite again. Trust your intuition. Focus on making your home a safe space. Know that this is a time for you to come into your power, and one of the main ways to do that is to trust that divine intuition. Take care, gorgeous. Come visit me on Instagram at Michele Knight. So much love to you. So why do we at Michele Knight give you a 5-minute, no questions asked guarantee? Well, our psychics are some of the very best in the world. They are handpicked. They have 5 rigorous test readings, the final one with me, and I require very detailed information, things they couldn't possibly know just by looking at Google or social media. We want you to be totally blown away by your reading, to feel that you've chosen a psychic who you can bond with, who gets you and gives you such specific information you feel completely reassured. If this doesn't happen within the first 5 minutes, don't be shy, just put down the phone and your minutes will be topped up or refunded. Your reading should be uplifting, full of clarity and advice, and leave you empowered to make the right decisions for you. We want Michele Knight to be your spiritual home.